So today we're going to talk about average value, and we're going to finish up section 4.4 with this. And so first of all, average value. If f is integrable on the closed interval a to b, then the average value of f on the interval is given by 1 over b minus a, and then the integral from a to b of f of x dx. Now the biggest thing I want you to notice here is that this is everything we did Tuesday, with the exception of 1 over b minus a. So you're just adding that little constant in front. So you're going to find the exact same thing we did Tuesday, and then just multiply it by 1 over b minus a. So it says find the average value of f of x equals 3x squared minus 2x on the interval 1 to 4. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and write 1 over, and in this case it'll be 4 minus 1. Okay? I'm going to integrate this from 1 to 4, and I'm going to integrate 3x squared minus 2x dx. All right, so really in front I now have 1 what? Third. Okay, now I need to integrate each of these individually. What is the integral of 3x squared? X cubed, yep, because it would actually be 3x cubed divided by 3, so the 3's cancel. What's the integral of 2x? X squared, because once again the 2's will cancel. Now if you remember from yesterday, I'm going to evaluate that from Tuesday from 4 to 1. And so now I'm going to go ahead and leave that 1/3 out front. And if you remember from Tuesday, what I did is I plugged 4 in each of these first. So I have 4 cubed, which is 64 minus 16. And then remember what I did then is plugged in 1. Okay, biggest thing, remember you need to subtract between the two. So now I'm going to plug 1 in. So I've got 1 cubed minus 1 squared. And I'm going to take 1/3 times what that is. So what is 64 minus 16? 48. Minus 1 is 0. So really what I'm taking is I'm taking 1/3 of 48, which is 16. So the average value is basically 16.
So what were you finding the other day? Like how do you know
The other day we were finding 48.
So you just didn't have the,
You just didn't have the 1/3. Right. Yes. You always subtract between the two. If you didn't catch that, is this always a subtraction sign? And the answer is yes. So remember, we evaluate this at 4 first, and then we subtract, and then we evaluate it at 1. So you evaluate it at the top value, subtract the value at the bottom.
So these problems will say average.
Yep. They will actually say find the average value. And I believe that's like 47 through 50 on your homework. Okay. So this is the thing. If you didn't know how to do that, all you do is just go in and put that constant in the front and multiply it by whatever. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about is something pretty easy, and that's the second fundamental theorem of calculus. I'm thinking 6 or 7. 6. And 5 will take us, section 5 will take us about 2 or 3 days. That will start on Tuesday. Yes, I'm going to. All right. Let me just go through the work. Now, the second fundamental theorem of calculus. That's the one we looked at, that f of b minus f of a. It showed you. So basically what I want you to do is look at this. It says if f is continuous on an open interval I containing a, then for every x in the interval, d dx of the integral of f of t dt of a to x equals f of x. Okay, now in a nutshell, what this is saying is that you're taking the derivative of an integral. Okay, remember another word for integral was antiderivative. So what does a derivative do to an antiderivative? It cancels. So basically, all that's going to do is your derivative is going to cancel out your integral. And so if you look at what that equals, in this case it's going to equal f of x. So in this case, that is where x goes. Okay? So in this instance, my derivative is going to cancel out my integral. X is now going to go into the function, and so my answer is just going to be the square root of x squared plus 1. So all you're doing is you're taking x and you're substituting it into the integrand. And that's it. Why did I even show this to you? Because I want you to understand that a derivative and an antiderivative cancel each other out. Okay. Alrighty, now you should be good to go to finish your problems that I gave you on Tuesday. Okay, we're moving on with section 4-5 next Tuesday after County Government Day.